Let's talk fibromyalgia. I'm no expert on the topic, so I do have some information on my phone that I will be reading from. But basically, my fibromyalgia was brought on by birth trauma in October 2021. It's absolutely changed my life, turned my world upside down, and for quite some time I did negatively think and say it had ruined my life. It hasn't. I've just had to learn a whole new way of living, and it took me 2.5 years to even start to accept who I am now, because I am no longer and never will be who I was before. It's not possible. It's not going away. Every day is a bad day. Some days are just worse than others. I don't really know what a good day is anymore. But everybody is affected differently. So I'm just going to read something. You can see it in my glasses, sorry. So fibromyalgia is estimated to affect 2 to 4% of the population. Women are affected more than men. Rates appear similar across areas of the world and among varied cultures. It was first recognised in the 1950s and was defined in 1990 with updated criteria in 2011, 2016 and 2019. There are quite a lot of medical people in the world that don't believe fibromyalgia is real. Damn, I wish fibromyalgia was not real, because I had sciatica for 10 years before this. Give me that pain any damn day of the week over this. I would be happy to have sciatica for the rest of my life instead of fibromyalgia. That's how bad it is. So, it's a random example. I don't actually know if you can see it, but I saw it in the shower. There. Can you see it? I don't let go of the things. I don't want it to fall over. So, random bruise. No idea where that's come from. Slightest of injections. I have 1 injection a week, and I am constantly bruised from it. You would think I've been punched in the stomach. Nope. Just because my body used to bruise like a peach, now it bruises even worse. It's ridiculous. The slightest touch can hurt. Sometimes even just brushing past my skin hurts. I hurt from head to foot. Literally every joint hurts. My ankles, my elbows, my wrists, my shoulders, my finger joints, my knee joints. My hips are my worst. My hips do lie. They are not all about the Shakira. They think I'm 90 and I'm actually 40, so, well, okay. And the fibro fog. Oh my lordy, this is just something else. I was forgetful before. I would lose things. I would do daft things like put the keys in the fridge. This, genuinely, don't know what day it is most days. Struggle to get simple words out. Sometimes can't string a sentence together. Like, this is daily as well. Like, this isn't just every now and then. This is every day. Some days are worse than others, but it is literally every day. And it is frustrating, but I have to laugh, because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. And I cry enough. I'm a bit of a crier, so we don't need any extra crying going on. Yeah, like I say, fibromyalgia affects people in so many different ways. So there's no cure, and there's meds you can take. I've been on duloxetine. That stopped working. Then we got to the highest dose and then it stopped working. I'm now on amitriptyline for it. All that does is knock me out. Yes, I sleep on a night, but it knocks me out. But the pain's there every single day. I've made myself not wear my TENS machine for about 9 months. I used to wear it every single day. Last year I did do some physio to find out what I could actually do to help myself and not injure myself, and that helped massively. Such a difference knowing the exercises I could do to benefit me, instead of going from dancing several nights a week and training to be a dance teaching assistant to doing nothing is major. Like, yeah, I'm a chunk, I know that. I've always been a chunk. I won't be soon though, because I've been referred for weight loss surgery. So watch this space. That's another story there. So yeah, so going from being extremely flexible, being able to dance, being able to do all sorts, to some days not even being able to play with my children. That's a kick to the gut. Like, honestly, it's awful. So I'll just read some of the symptoms of fibromyalgia. Chronic headaches, sleep disorder, dizziness. No, dizziness, that's just another level of crazy. Cognitive impairment, memory impairment, anxiety and depression. Because you're anxious. Like, sometimes I used to be frightened to pick Norma up when she was a baby, because sometimes my arms would just go, or my legs would just go, and I was terrified that if she was in my arms and I dropped her, I didn't want to hurt her. So yeah. Fatigue, twitches are ridiculous. They are on just another level of something else. Joints, I've just explained, mine literally affects every joint. Like, some people only get it in a couple, some people get it widespread, and mine is widespread. Mine is literally every joint. Morning stiffness, like sometimes it takes an age to get out of bed. Perfect example, yesterday morning, Norma, bless her, had an accident in bed. First one, may I add. She did have a couple when she'd hurt her foot, but that's because she couldn't get out of bed because of her foot. But she weed the bed last night, bless her, and she was distraught. And I had to get Stuart to go get her, because as much as I'd woke up, I couldn't get up quick enough, and she was inconsolable because she was devastated. That sucks. Absolutely sucks. Eyes, vision problems. I now have to wear 2 different sets of glasses. These ones for everyday use and like distance, and I also need reading glasses. So if you see me squinting, that's because I've got these on to do this. I wouldn't be able to focus properly if not. Oh, sorry, I've got a little itch on my nose. So in a year my eyesight has changed. I literally had my eyes tested last year and then got these glasses recently, literally within the month I think it was, and my vision has changed in a year. Dysfunction of my joint, that is just horrendous. Anybody that ever gets the chance to sit near me and eat, and sometimes even just speak and have a conversation, it's just ridiculous. The amount of, I must have scarring in my mouth from biting the insides of my mouth from my jaw just randomly locking for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Like, it literally will just lock for no reason. Skin, I am doing something about my skin. You can tell right now it looks lovely, and that's because I am putting collagen into my body. I'm putting all the vitamins and minerals that I need, because when I had my sepsis scare in January, I gave myself a kick up the backside because that frightened me. Like, sepsis can be serious, it can be fatal, so you can imagine the scare with that. So I am trying to do something about that, but my skin is, it's not, it is great right now, but before I started putting all this in, which was like March time, my skin before that was horrendous. Nausea, that's just another level of something. Not only nausea, sickness as well. Was it Friday night? So I went to an event on Thursday, and Friday I could hardly walk because it was a 45-minute car journey there. Then I was stood up waiting to go in. Then it was 9:20 till 5 o'clock. Pretty much sat down all day. Obviously we had a break and a lunch, and that was a little wander then. But the rest of it was pretty much sat down, and then my bus journey was an hour and a half home, and then we had to wait for Dorothy to finish guides. So that was a lot of sitting down, and it did me in. I still hurt from it now, and that's several days later. I can't stop doing things there. I have to some days, but I try and push through. Urinary problems, yeah, that's just another level. In women, it can affect your periods. Now, since having Norma, my periods have been horrendous. Now, I didn't know if that was due to having an emergency section, the fact that I was that bit older, I was like mid to late 30s. I didn't know if it's because I got sterilised, and then obviously now I've hit 40 and it's like boom, let's give a perimenopause. So yeah, I'm on medication for it, put it that way. So yeah, that's not great. And then there's weight gain, which I've massively struggled with, and I've had to really fight the last 12 months to lose the 2 stone that I have. I've literally fluctuated, gone up, gone down, gone up, gone down, gone up, gone down, literally in a year. It's been horrendous. But since January, I've managed to really, really stick at it. And the only time there's really been a gain is usually where, like the other week, I was really bad. I didn't have hardly any water or anything for a couple of days. And I could tell myself. So yeah, it's just horrendous. Just having a quick look through it now. What else is on that page? Right, so yeah, lower abdominal pain and cramps. Yeah, insomnia. Like I say, if I don't take my amitriptyline, which knocks me out, I know because I don't sleep. Yeah, it's maybe 2 hours, like if that. So yeah, that's pretty poop. Let's have a look of this. Fatigue. That's just honestly the fatigue. Sometimes I need to sleep. Not I want to sleep. I need to physically sleep, and I cannot stay awake. Like I can't. Like I have to sleep, and that's horrendous. It's especially when you've got 2 children, and don't get me wrong, I've got an extremely supportive husband and an even more supportive mother-in-law who are at my side whenever I need them with support and help. Even the gals are. Norma, not so much, but Dorothy is. She understands. She's seen the transformation of me. IBS, yeah, I already suffered with a bit of that anyway, so yeah, I should be like a beanpole the amount that it affects my digestive system. Genuinely I should be 6 stone wet through. Let's have a look. Like just describing things as well. Like I put a thing on Facebook, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Just things like trying to string a sentence together. Not even that, trying to describe something. Like we was in the car, it was winter time. I don't know if it was winter just gone or winter previous. And there was an owl. And I went, oh, look at that up there, that white fly thing in the sky. Because for the life of me, saying owl would have been much easier, but it wouldn't come. The big grey bleepy thing in there with food in. Fridge freezer? Yeah, that's the one. Honestly, it's horrendous. They're just 2 I can think of off the top of my head because they're the 2 that make me chuckle. So yeah, let's have a quick look. So yes, other medical conditions, you're at risk of osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, or obesity. Now, I have osteoarthritis of the spine. I don't know if that is due to sciatica or whether it's due to this, whether it's due to having 18 failed spinals when I was trying to not be put to sleep for an emergency section. So I'm not sure where that came from. Yeah, so that's another fact sheet. Oh, I've been on that one. Let's have a little, see if there's anything else on there. No, it's just in other languages. Let's have a look. Like I said, dizziness and clumsiness. I mean, feeling too hot and too cold, that's just ridiculous, especially when our perimenopause has kicked in as well. Those hot flashes are just on another level. Restless leg syndrome. Sometimes I cannot keep my legs still. It is just, I can't even describe it. I genuinely can't describe it. It's like a must. Like, you need to move your legs. If you don't move your legs, they're going to hurt. And it's, honestly, it's crazy. Pins and needles, like burning sensations, like pricking, feeling, numbness. I get this weirdly awful feeling in the soles of my feet, and it feels like they're wet, like I'm stood in, like I've stepped into a puddle with no shoes on. And it's bizarre. It's so weird. And the slightest little thing as well, like I can rest my arms on, like if you sit on the chair and you're resting your arms on the chair, I can get numb fingers from that. It's literally that sensitive. It's yeah, it's challenging. Yeah, regulating body temperature. It's just, I'm always warm anyway, but I go extreme. I'm not normally affected by the cold, but I do feel the cold now. To the point I even wear slippers. Like, that was a rarity. Like, very, very, very rarely wore slippers. Now they're always in eyesight. So yeah. Depression and anxiety. I already suffered with anxiety anyway. And then because of the birth trauma, I had really severe PTSD. Because of how quickly everything spiraled. And yeah, I really struggled with that. I had some really intense therapy. What was it? 5 months of intense therapy, something like that, on every week. Something like that. I can't remember now without looking back. But yeah, the anxiety of the constant worry of I'm not good enough because of things like, don't pick my child up because what if I drop her? I don't do this because what if my hip pops out? I don't do this because, and I have got better. I do push myself and I do know my limits, so I am getting better with that. But yeah, it's been an absolute battle. Yeah, it really has been a struggle and a fight. Let's have a look. So possible triggers can be a serious injury, such as a car crash or an accident, having a major operation, infections, such as Lyme disease. There's another one here, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Epstein-Barr virus. Significant emotional trauma, such as after serving in the armed forces. Yeah, so again, associated conditions, osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis and arthritis. And I mentioned those. But yeah, then there's ankylosing spondylosis, and then another one, I can't read this, temporomandibular disorder, and it's in brackets as TMD. So yeah, they are all things that can also start to affect it. Yeah, so I think that's it. Like, I will put in the comments, I will put some pictures of myself. I will put some pictures of information of facts. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this for Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. So I'm a bit nervous about making sure I've got things right, but it's a never-ending story. There's always somebody that comes up and says, oh yeah, that affects me, but it affects me like this. So yeah. So share your stories too. I'd love to hear them. And happy Fibro Day, you purple warriors. And that is exactly what we are. We're not survivors. We are warriors. Absolute warriors. Anyway, Enjoy your day. Much love.